Hello everyone, welcome back. Kai Productionz is back after 2 years. So gear up everyone, buckle up your seatbelts because this is going to be a banger of a video. From its very outset, Hollywood has been performing exceptionally well, and every time we think that a new record has been created, boom, Hollywood delivers another masterpiece, and it seems as if it is never aging, always setting new bars and expectations for itself. Be it the James Cameron classic Titanic or his Avatar film series, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, Interstellar, or Marvel's Avengers Endgame. The world has seen it all. Till date, there have been $55 billion plus grossing movies made. And what is surprising, only two of them were delivered before the 2000s. Well, this is enough to explain the fabrics and the evolving dynamics of Hollywood. And hold on, some more are incoming. Well, I hope this Daredevil and probably the inspiration behind Red Bull and Felix Baumgartner doesn't need an introduction. He's Hollywood's son, one of the greatest and most accomplished actors of his generation, and very handsome Mr. Tom Cruise himself, who isn't even afraid of death, I guess. He has literally hung from the side of an aeroplane, flown actual fighter jets and whatnot. If rumors are to be believed, he may even be a part of a science fiction movie based on space, which is actually to be set. He's our very own Jerry Maguire, Jack Reacher, Ethan Hunt, Roy Miller, and not to forget, Captain Peter Maverick. Cruise has been nominated twice for the Best Actor Academy Award, Oliver Stone's Born on the 4th of July, and Cameron Crowe's Jerry Maguire, and once for supporting actor in Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia. And he's still grinding, yet not ready to hang up his boots still. Following are the details of his upcoming project. Tom Cruise mainly rose to stardom thanks to his Mission Impossible franchise films, possible due to his ties with Paramount Pictures. Now, after Cruise worked out a deal with Warner Bros., the production company along with Legendary Entertainment are in talks to acquire the package, starring Cruise alongside the legendary director Alejandro Inarritu. Much details are not being revealed at the moment, but we do know, as mentioned before, that Alejandro Inarritu is at the helm of the project. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu is a big game director of modern Hollywood and a top A-lister. Being 61 years old, he has won 29 awards in his decorated career. 29! Can you believe it? The list is so long that we can't name each award. So sorry, legend. Don't mind. His notable wins include the Academy Awards, Oscars, in consecutive years 2016 and 2015 for The Revenant and Birdman in the Best Director category, Academy Award for Best Picture 2015, Birdman, BAFTA Award for the Best Film 2016 for The Revenant, Academy Award for Best Writing 2015 for once again Birdman, PGA Award for Best Theatrical Motion Picture 2015 for Birdman, DGA Award for Outstanding Directing for both Birdman and The Revenant, and the list continues. He even helped Michael Keaton to win several accolades for his role in Birdman. He also helped Leonardo DiCaprio to bag an Academy Award, a Golden Globe, and a SAG-AFTRA Award for his role in The Revenant. Quite a decorated director, isn't he? This project has been written by Inarritu himself, alongside Sabina Berman, Alexander Dinelaris, and Nicholas Giacomo. If this project gets underway, it will be Inarritu's first English film almost a decade after The Revenant. As per the latest news received, Sandra Bullock, John Goodman, Michael Stuhlbarg, Jesse Plemons and Sophie Wilde have joined the cast, with Riz Ahmed also in talks. The incoming stars have multiple Oscar nominations and one win between them. Sophie Wilde played the lead role in the smash hit A24 horror movie Talk to Me and has already snagged another leading role opposite The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds, and Snake star Tom Blyth in upcoming video game adaptation Watch Dogs. The incoming cast is also stacked with Oscar nominees, with Sandra Bullock's nomination being the most recent for 2023's Anatomy of a Fall. Previously, Jesse Plemons was nominated in 2022 for his performance in The Power of the Dog, while Riz Ahmed won that same year for his short film The Long Goodbye, after being nominated the prior year for his performance in The Sound of Metal. Additionally, while Michael Stuhlbarg is not himself an Oscar nominee, he starred in 3 of 2018's Best Picture nominees, namely The Shape of Water, Call Me By Your Name, and The Post. The final star joining the new Tom Cruise movie, John Goodman, is an icon of both the big and small screens. In addition to starring in Rosie Ann, in his breakout role as Dan Connor, a character he later returned to in the cast of The Connors. He has held numerous roles in well-known titles, including The Big Lebowski, Monsters, Inc., 10, Cloverfield Lane, The Emperor's New Groove, and The Righteous Gemstones. As per now, nothing much is known about the plot. However, there is no meaning for Tom Cruise to be in a movie without action. As much as details could be found out over the internet, the plot follows a man with untold power who has caused a great disaster, but must prove to humanity that he is their one chance of salvation. He will be in the face of extreme action, so it's possible, in all likelihood, that Cruise is gonna be this guy in this currently untitled project. Many Hollywood reporters and insider resources reveal that this is going to be the biggest project of Tom Cruise in his illustrious career. An A-lister of his caliber deeming this to be the biggest project of his life. So you can very well imagine what the budget is going to be. We are having Oscar nominees, Oscar winners, and the one-liner insider plot details reveal that there are gonna be high-stake action scenes throughout the movie. But my man, Tom Cruise here, is someone who doesn't know something which goes by the name of CGI. So the cost of VFX and CGI can be counted to be as low as possible. He's literally ready to do any stunt, probably other than something which requires him to die. So the action part has been taken care of. But even then, such a star-studded cast will obviously demand a hefty PG. Might demand personal perks, encampment trailers, and even back-end compensation deals. Stunts could have been performed using green screen, but Mr. Cruise might have opted otherwise. So stunt equipments and training might also add a good amount to the grand total. Plus, some picturesque locations required for the stunts would be visually appealing, which again adds to the cost. Music track matching the video will always require additional expenses, if any. Editing, props, and costumes will also be vital. If you were a crew member, then probably you would like to have the best of marketing, promoting, and distributing services, press, and interviews, since you have all A-listers in the project. So that adds up to a humongous amount of money. Although that's separate from the production costs, but still are pivotal for determining the film's commercial success. So all in all, excluding the marketing, promotion and distribution costs, I predict the production cost to be somewhere around $350 to $400 million. Additionally, there might be some extra expenses adding it up to $150 to $200 million promotion, distribution and marketing costs, which brings the total cost to around $600 million. Big names don't always bring in the big bucks. The best example of this is Blade Runner 2049, 2017, starring Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
and Ana de Armas. On a production budget of $185 million, the movie earned $267 million. Though not an outright disaster, the movie underperformed at the international box office. Let's strategically break down and analyze the movie's success scope. Considering that there are no SAG-AFTRA WGA strikes, thus increasing budget and production costs and significantly reducing profit-revenue ratio. Considering that the studios go for a strategic release date, on clashing with the release date of upcoming big projects already creating buzz, such as Avengers Doomsday 2026, marking the return of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Secret Wars 2027, and so on. The success of the movie might be greatly hampered. The release date must be before these big Hollywood releases or after, but not during that 1 year time frame. The Avengers franchisee plays an important role in the success of this movie, because if the Avengers movies emotionally resonate with the audience, then impact may remain for a long time, even after release. Best instance is the Avengers Endgame. Considering there are no disasters or unforeseen expenditures, we can safely assume and predict that the movie will definitely gross $1.2 billion plus at the international box office to realize a net profit of above $600 million. Arriving to the ultimate conclusion, we can say that Alejandro Inarritu has been very successful in handling top-class Hollywood stars and helping them bag prestigious accolades, such as the examples of Leonardo DiCaprio and Michael Keaton we have stated before. So he's basically a magician who knows the brewing mechanism of a secret recipe called success. We can expect him to replicate his magic here as well in his first English movie after almost a decade. The star names are probably sufficient to keep fans hooked and interested. Proper promotion to the social media handles will significantly bring light upon the project. All in all, we can say that something or the other is going to happen. Cruise obviously isn't some random guy to accept some random project. Given Inarritu's previous history, we can very well assume that this pairing means that Tom is aiming for the silverware. The prestige play after 3 nominations to add to his decorated career. Is it going to be a blockbuster or a disaster knocking on the door? Only time will tell.